Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world. It is Thursday. I keep going to say Wednesday. It's Thursday, the 9th of May, 2024. I'm coming on to do a collective reading. I am just going to go with the flow today and let's see what comes out. So I will start with the Light Seers Tarot, as always. I love this deck. And let's give them a knock any energies out. I'm just holding them over my incense, which is another form of cleansing. I also have with me today my little bowl of random stones and crystals and shells that I absolutely love, and my feathers. So how's everybody doing today? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear what you're up to. Have you got any plans? What is the weather like where you are? Where I am today, it's another beautiful day. It was absolutely stunning yesterday. Really warm yesterday actually, and my plants in the garden are really starting to take off, which is beautiful to watch. So this again, a collective reading. I trust that this is going to reach whoever it is meant to reach. That was just a poor shuffle. I'm just going to go with the flow. I think I'm going to do just one card at a time. So I've already tuned into my guides. I know that they are here. They sort of direct this reading. They know who this reading is meant to reach. It could be one, it could be more. So we've got the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups came out either yesterday or the day before. So let's have a look at the Knight of Cups. What is he saying, he or she? Okie dokie. So the classic romantic invites you to step into a world of roses, bubble baths and champagne, and is fully devoted for you today and maybe for every day. This card heralds romance and embodies the graceful movement of a slow dance. Enjoy this flirtation and be present to connect. This knight is intuitive and totally in touch with his emotions, his or her emotions. As such, he knows what he wants and he has no problem wearing his heart on his sleeve. The card often signifies someone who is in love with the idea of love itself, and sometimes this card comes bundled with unrealistic expectations. Are you ready to be swept off your feet and to allow deep honesty and vulnerability to flow freely in your life? And do you believe in this type of true love? Get ready to take inspiration and run with it to make art, music and love and a veritable masterpiece of life. So yeah, this card came out either yesterday or the day before. So you know, it's talking about you are a romantic person, you're a passionate soul, and you always wear your heart on your sleeve. You're seeking a connection and you want to be in love. You are so in love with the idea of being in love and you love chivalry. However, if you're going through a tough time at the moment and you are needing to work on your shadows, it could be that you're missing the signs and this is because you're protecting your heart so strongly that you are scared to let anybody in. So you're not open to love, even though you love the idea of love and you really want to experience it. You're so closed off to it. It could also be that you're a bit of a player. You know, maybe you are having issues with trusting people, and so you don't fully commit, you know, and so that comes across as a bit of a player. You're not ready to commit. You're not fully giving your heart to somebody, even though you want to, but you're scared for whatever reason. Your negative emotions are blocking your progress in love. And this leaves you feeling disappointed. So it's time to work on those shadow sides. So let's see, have we got... Let's build on this a little bit then, shall we? So maybe you've been through a really tough time. Maybe you're going through a breakup. Maybe you are going through a tough time in your marriage at the moment. Maybe you've been hurt in the past and you've been doing a lot of healing work on, you know, on your heart, basically. Maybe, you know, maybe you've had a domestic abusive relationship previously, and so you're, as much as you want to give in and love somebody and allow somebody in, you're scared that this is going to happen to you again. You know, what I would say is, the energy that you give out is the energy that you're going to attract. So if you're still in that space where you're living through the trauma of an abusive relationship, then it's going to be very difficult for you to attract somebody who is going to be good for you. So you really have to focus on healing that hurt and that trauma and that relationship that you went through. You know, life is all about boundaries, and it's all about understanding, you know, your worth, knowing your worth truly, and knowing what you will accept from other people. And once you truly feel your worth and know and truly know that you deserve that, then that is when your heart will be healed and your vibration will be elevated, and you will start to attract the right person for you. So I think I'm getting that vibe here, but it may not be, because again, it's a collective reading, so it could be for both. Oh, whoopsie-daisy. Let's see. I'm just shuffling to see if we get any more from the Light Seers Tarot. So let's have a look. We got any more guidance on this for today? What I would also say is, with the Knight of Cups, depending on your current situation, you know, we always need to be wary of people who are wearing a disguise. And I'm not saying that is definitely the case here. But if you are the person who has come out of a toxic relationship or an abusive relationship, you know, and you are wanting love, you know, again, it comes back to the boundaries, and it comes back to knowing your worth and knowing what it is you want. Sometimes in life, people... Oh, we got one here. Where have you gone? There we go. Oh, here we go. So we've got the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor. So this is a major arcana card. So this is directly about you. Sorry, I'm going off of what I was saying now, but let's go to the Emperor. So the Emperor's message is one of ambitions met and success found, often seen as the card of the divine masculine. The Emperor brings forth a desire to build a better world, one brick at a time. Use your mind as well as your heart, and rise to the power as you lead your own evolution. While becoming your own emperor means infinite possibility for your success, it also means addressing any issues you harbour around authority, control and willpower. You may need to work your magic within the confines of establishment, but remember that the organising principles of societies are fluid over time. Remain flexible and keenly aware of your own energetic boundaries and motives. Find opportunities to be of service to others as you build your empire and step into this fiery energy of success and rise. Embody confident, passionate leadership and exercise sovereignty over your own reality, and the world is yours. So this is about the divine masculine. So we all, we all have masculine and feminine energies. Quite often they can be unbalanced, and for somebody who has been in an abusive relationship or a toxic relationship, it might be, and you've come away from that, maybe now you're a single parent, it's likely that your feminine and masculine are going to be unbalanced. And that very much comes from a place where, if you're now in a situation where you are having to be both feminine and masculine, it might be that your masculine is overpowering your feminine. And so this is something to take a look at and really, really see. My experience and my kind of view on this is that, more so specifically, and I know, men and women both experience domestic abuse, but more specifically for women, who have left a domestic relationship, maybe they've had to flee it quickly, or they've had a planned leave, or whatever the situation is, and especially if there's children involved, you are now then left in a situation where you have, assuming you have the children with you, you're then left in a situation where you're having to be predominantly mum and dad. You're having to be taking on the masculine role as well, such as, keeping the house together, keeping on top of the bills, having to work, having to do, everything that should really be split between two people. And so that could be what this is talking about in terms of the divine masculine. But it also says that, you are a natural leader and you can do this. You are strategic and analytical in your thinking and you take action. However, if you're working on the shadow side of this, you have an unchecked power and you can be overly pragmatic and rigid. You can be, there can be a sense of sort of selfishness and defensiveness, and a desire for control and being stubborn. And all of those things can come from trauma. If you have come out of a relationship that has been very controlling and you're now free, you're not going to want to lose that freedom. So you go into a trauma response where you become very controlling of your own life and who you allow in, and you shut down your heart basically, and you get very defensive. So that's what we've got for that. So let's have a look and see if there's any more on that. But them two go in well together. So I think that this is for somebody. This is in terms of a relationship. I think this is coming through for sure. This is about a relationship. Some of you are going through a tough time. I think it is the shadow side, which would make sense because everybody, or the majority of people, are doing a lot of shadow work at the minute. It is just absolutely rife. I think everybody's just been thrown into it, whether they like it or not. And it is, it's not easy, but I tell you what, it's totally worth it in the long run. Right, let's see if we got any more coming from. Okie dokie, right. Oh, we've got two there. So I feel like that is correct. We've got, I don't know. Right, I'm going to stick with both of them. I don't know why, but I'm feeling both of them. Right, so we've got the we've got three major arcanas here. So we've got the Hanged Man. Can you see that there? I think you can. Let me move them up slightly. So we've got the Hanged Man. Major Arcana, another Major Arcana. What is the Hanged Man saying? Okay, so it's telling you to flow with it. Divine wisdom spills forth in moments of deep flow, and the Hanged Man is offering you a chance to look at something from a completely different perspective. When you let go of that thing that got you stuck, you will make space for new insights and advantages to shift into place. You need to open your heart to a bigger plan, and you'll inadvertently tap into a whole new framework from which to see the world. So open your heart, work on balancing your feminine and your masculine. If you can be more in your feminine than you are, not than you are in your masculine, because it needs to be balanced, but you need to find that feminine, and that is coming from a place of love. Okay, so you need to oh, I've lost my space. Know your path and your dream. Oh yeah, open your heart to the bigger plan, and you'll inadvertently tap into a whole new framework from which to see the world. Know that your path and your dream may look unfamiliar to you after you relinquish the need to direct the outcomes. So this is about letting go of that control. But again, you need to work on self-love, the boundaries, and knowing what you're going to accept. If you have been through an abusive relationship, know that it's not your fault. Okay, the things that you will have been made to believe about yourself, they're not true. You can love yourself. You are a divine being, and come back to that heart place and know that you don't need to control everything that's going on around you. You know, you raise your vibration, you fully love yourself and know your purpose in life, your vibration will rise, and then you won't be attracting those people around you who can hurt you. So surrender to the will of the cosmos and realign your life with its sacred patterns. And the universe already knows which life-altering lesson is the key to your happiness, and your higher self has so much wisdom for you when you intentionally pause to listen. So this is about surrendering the will to the cosmos, an intentional pause, reflection, letting go and embracing the new, and realigning with your heart and purpose, and new wisdom is found. The shadow side of it is about feeling stagnant, you're self-sabotaging yourself, you're holding on to something that isn't meant for you, stubbornness, a tendency to be a martyr. You need to, and I'm sorry if this triggers you, but you need to come out of victim mode. You're free now. You're not in this situation. Or if you are in this situation, know that you can leave. You can just walk away, whatever your situation. Go to Women's Aid or another domestic abuse support agency or charity, whichever country you're in. Just go. You don't need to take anything with you. If you have children, just take your children and go. You can make this choice to just go, but you can't stay in victim mode, okay? You need to accept that you have a choice to leave and that you have a choice to be happy. I'm not saying it's easy. I know it's not. I know it's very, very difficult, but you can do this, okay? You have that choice. You can be free. Okay, so then the wheel. Let's see what the wheel is saying. Okay, so get ready, sweet soul, for the real wheel is about to gift you divine blessings. Synchronicity is afoot, so look for wonderful new opportunities to propel your life ahead. Be prepared for fortuitous meetings or a fork in the path that will change everything for the better. If you're open to spotting opportunities, it's yours for the taking. Just follow the breadcrumbs of serendipity and fate towards your happy ending, remembering that the wheel is always spinning and that things are never the same as they were before. Learn to enjoy this constant regeneration and know that which every spin we have the chance to cycle upwards towards our own expansion and enlightenment. Trying to control the outcome of the Wheel of Fortune would prove to be impossible, so don't. Grab your lucky dice and see the spinning of the wheel for what it really is. All the beauty of a lifetime of experiences waiting to spring forth and be lived. What a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful card. Honestly, I think for you, this is it's positive. You know, this is a positive reading. I know it starts off quite dark and shadows, but that is what this life is all about. It's all about the shadow work so that we can move forward and find our freedom. Okay, so I like that. So yeah, so this is about changes. It's about fate, destiny, a lucky break, cycling up through karmic lessons, the chaos of creation, and a turning point, serendipity. I love that word. The shadow side of it is around, and again, you have to work through the shadows. If you don't work through the shadows, you'll be stuck in what you're in, okay? And that, unfortunately, is just the case. So the shadow side of it is about feeling misfortune, karma. You need to let go of the control. Okay, get yourself in a physical situation where you are safe and then let go of control. Okay, trust that the universe has got your back. There are ups and downs in life. We don't need to stay on that trauma response. We don't need to stay in that trauma space. Okay, we don't have to be victims. We can choose to be free. So let's go on. I think what I'm going to do now is we're going to do an oracle card. So let's see what we have got from our Sacred Rebels Oracle. Let's see. Let's have a bit of light in these cards, please. Okay, so an oracle card for this collective reading today, please. That was just a bad shuffle. Right, let's go again. These cards are so big. My hands, I must have very small hands because I really struggle to shuffle these cards. I am shuffling them, by the way. I'm just here. Okay, right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... Okay. Okay, so every journey starts with a single step. Right. Let's put these back. Pop these there. So every journey starts with a single step. Let me move these around here for you so you can see them. Okay. Here we go. Every journey starts with a single step. Okay. So Oracle are telling you to take that step. Let's read what message this has for you today. Okay. All right, so you are on a journey. Yes, it is an internal journey, but there is also a physical expression of this journey that is going to become increasingly important to the fulfillment of your destiny in this lifetime. Your journey has started on the inside, but its destination will be the physical expression of an internal healing. The journey will draw upon what you have learned and mastered over the course of your life, so much so that you may feel as though your life experiences have prepared you just for this particular adventure. You have all that you need within you. This is not a time to worry about what you are going to take with you. From within your heart, you will sense what needs to come along for the ride and what is best left behind you now. You may be surprised at exactly how much can be left behind without you feeling concerned or anxious. You will be able to travel far lighter than you ever imagined possible. To be best equipped for this journey, you will need a lightness of heart and the realization that change can be an incredible blessing, even if what you are leaving behind is something you found safe and secure, familiar or comforting. Just as the butterfly leaves the chrysalis behind when it is time to spread its newly formed wings, so too are you ready to leave behind what once was the embrace, what is more appropriate, to leave behind what once was the embrace, what is more appropriate for you this time. There is an element to the journey you are embarking upon that is unknown. Perhaps it is news to you that you are even taking a journey. However, the realization that traveling along a familiar path brings no guarantees, it is more likely. This is open, unscripted quality to your journey will help you gain the most from your experiences. You see, this journey is a spiritual gift. It is an invitation from the great loving heart of the universe, calling you into something that you would not have otherwise found. You are not supposed to know all the details, nor how it is going to work out before you set out. You are just meant to take one step after the other, again and again, so that you can receive the gifts that are headed your way. If you are considering taking a physical trip somewhere, this oracle comes as confirmation that the journey will in some way be a life-changing one that is good. And this is good. If the journey you are considering is more of an internal variety, such as exploring a new field of consciousness, beginning a new creative work, or traveling into a void of unknown possibilities in order to start your work, then this oracle is confirmation that it is needed, that it is indeed a wise choice and much new life will come of it. This oracle brings you particular guidance that the apparently small steps you are taking in an area of your life important to you right now are actually far more powerful and constructive than you realize. Sometimes we are gaining ground, but the effect is not immediately obvious. This doesn't mean that nothing is happening. It simply means that the effects of your actions are cumulative, and soon they will begin to overflow into the physical world with a positive impact that may surprise you. This oracle brings you the message to keep going. If you've been doing a lot of inner work and are frustrated or concerned that you are not seeing the results translate into the physical world, keep faith, as the physical manifestation of your inner work is coming. Remember that you have all the resources you need and then some. Your inner and outer journeys are blessed with positive energy, and all you need to do is keep going one step at a time. So there is a healing process to these cards. So I'll read it out and you can go and do this whenever you feel like it. So the healing process for this card is you say aloud, "Of my own free will, I now choose to surrender any fear or doubt about my ability to succeed. I believe in myself. I trust myself. I have faith in the unfolding journeys of my life, both internally and out in the world. Even in the face of the unknown, I know that positive energy surrounds me and I am protected. Through unconditional love, I am supported and assisted to take each step as needs be, so that my great creative life journey can be all that it can be." So it says here you may like to complete the healing process with a quick dance around the lounge living room, feeling joy in your heart and lightness in your step. And I think that's a great idea, because as you're saying that healing process, it's like an affirmation, and dancing around is going to raise your vibration, which is going to push that message out even further and even deeper. So that's the reading for today. I hope it helps whoever it is meant to reach. If you want a private reading, please do reach out to me, and I wish you all the love in the world. Have a fabulous day or evening and take care. Bye.